All right, and we're live.
All right. Well, hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Goodkin, Director of Product Education, and this is Ryan Goodkin, Director of Product Development. And we are here today to highlight our wonderful USDA Organic Super Reds. This month, February, is Heart Health Awareness Month. So we're really highlighting our Super Reds, not to mention it's one of our top selling products. But just a little bit about heart disease. It's the leading cause of death in America. Okay, so this is huge, and this is so preventable. One person dies every 34 seconds of a heart-related condition. Pretty scary, pretty scary. This brings back memories. When I first finished college, I was working the cardiac rehab at a hospital. So I got to see, I was actually doing both. I was working the cardiac rehab as well as the stress lab, which you do the testing for typical, detection of heart disease. But really working in the cardiac rehab, I really got to work one-on-one with patients and, hear their stories. And one of the most common things I heard was they wish they would have done something to prevent this from happening. Okay, so, and this is also known as a silent killer. Like you don't necessarily have notice the symptoms. Not all the time. So again, we just want to help with the awareness and help with the prevention of heart disease. So Ryan is going to give us a lot of information about our wonderful organic Super Reds.
Okay, hey everybody. Thanks, Lisa. All right, so let's talk Super Reds, but it's not just for cardiovascular support. I'm going to highlight some of those things in a minute, but heart disease is personal to me as well as it is to a lot of you because it's the #1 killer. But I lost my father about 2 years ago to cardiac arrest, so it is very personal to me. It's difficult because cardiovascular disease, like Lisa said, is preventable. But by having a product like LiveGood Organic Super Reds, it offers such a vast amount of cardiovascular support, and that's primarily because it contains dietary nitrates. So the ingredients in the Organic Super Reds are, we have hawthorn berry, we have aronia berry, we have beet, we have pomegranate, as well as grapeseed extract, and then of course there's cereal grasses as well. Now, each one of these products has a unique function in the LiveGood Organic Super Reds. For instance, the aronia berry is also known as the chokeberry. But one fun fact about that product is we sourced it from a family farm in Iowa. It's the only ethically and sustainably sourced domestic source of aronia berry, and they're USDA certified organic. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now we also have other really powerful ingredients like the grapeseed extract, which has been shown to have anti-aging benefits as well. But what do all these dietary nitrates mean? Well, it means that they're precursors to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a very potent molecule. It's a gas, and it's also a signaling molecule. And what it does is, once it's activated inside the blood vessels, it actually causes vasodilation. So it will open up the blood vessels to allow more blood flow. And that's really a great thing because heart disease is typically a blood flow related issue. Now, as an example of where I kind of think like food is medicine, there's prescription drugs that use this exact same pathway for heart disease. There is a prescription blood pressure medication that uses a nitric oxide pathway. And there's actually a prescription drug used for people that get chest pain. They take it as a sublingual tablet. Same exact concept. It's an organic nitrate. It's called nitroglycerin. It's an organic nitrate. So guys, we're using food as medicine here. It's a beautiful thing. But with the nitric oxide, it has so many benefits. It obviously is going to open up blood vessels, increase blood flow. And that's beneficial for cardiovascular disease. But now let's talk about what else it can be good for. It also is great for exercise performance. There has been numerous studies that has shown to increase exercise performance and output by about 5%. And that's actually a really big number in the exercise world. Now, nitric oxide, the dietary nitrates, are actually approved by the International Olympic Committee as well as the Anti-Doping Agency. So again, they're known to have benefit, and they're approved for use in athletes. So again, it's a big deal, right? I mean, we know that they work. And then thirdly, we see a lot of benefit with people that suffer from sexual dysfunction. So anybody that has erectile dysfunction, Big Pharma, one of the top selling drugs of all time is Viagra. Viagra also works on the nitric oxide pathway. It's the same concept. It opens up the blood vessels, increases blood flow. So dietary nitrates can be beneficial for sexual health and as well as circulation. So I mean, these are some really important things about this product. And I wanted to highlight it's not just about cardiovascular disease. I think it's an important idea that you should use a product like this every single day. The best way to get the most out of it, for me anyway, I like to use it for a pre-workout. But I also like to recommend people try it in the afternoon as like an afternoon pick-me-up. And, sometimes when you're feeling a little bit sluggish, it's sort of like, instead of going to a coffee or a caffeinated beverage, or certainly let's avoid the sugary beverages, of course. And I always recommend try the Super Reds or try the LiveGood aminos, the essential aminos. But I know that's a lot of information, Lisa, kind of coming right out of the gate with everything. But so do you have any questions or anything I should expand on?
Well, some questions that I get about our Super Reds is, are there sugars?
Mm-hmm.
So there are no sugars. It is sweetened with stevia leaf extract. So one of the times I like to use it too is when, like, example, I just had lunch, and after lunch, I kind of just have a feeling like I just want something sweet to cleanse my palate. This is when I go to my Super Red. So it's, kind of in the early afternoon, gives me that little energy kick right after I eat lunch, but also that little bit of sweetness that I get. So along with it, is there sugars in it? People say, is it keto friendly? So yes, it is keto friendly because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it only has 10 calories. So I get that question often is, people don't want to, not like it's wasting calories, but, drink your calories. Not everybody wants to do that. There's only 10 calories. So multiple times a day is fine. Mixed with anything is fine. I've had a question about do you have to mix it with water? You don't have to mix it with water. Of course, we recommend mixing with water. That way you get the real, fresh, sweet flavor of it. And then you're not adding extra sugars to it.
I get a question a lot about wheatgrass. So it contains wheatgrass.
Oh, yeah.
Is this okay? Is it approved for gluten sensitive people such as like celiac disease?
Yeah. So wheatgrass is a wheat product, but the way it's harvested, there is no gluten in it. Now, of course, if you have celiac disease, I always recommend discussing this with your doctor prior to, but if you are just maybe gluten sensitive, which I am as well, there is no gluten in the wheatgrass. So yeah, very common question. Okay. And also the question about the grasses in it, because you'll see the same similar grasses in our reds as in our greens, but that's just the base.
Correct.
Yeah, that's just the base.
And those cereal grasses that are in there, so the barley, the wheatgrass, some of the others, those are really high dietary nitrate sources. Some of the other products are also really potent antioxidants. Like for instance, the pomegranate. I love pomegranate. I love fresh pomegranate, but it's actually pretty difficult to isolate and to get pomegranate. So I just absolutely love that it's in here. That pomegranate acts as a protector of the nitric oxide in the body. So it actually kind of escorts the nitric oxide in the blood vessels. So that's kind of
good
cool
stuff.
benefit. Yeah.
And a lot of these fruits in here are seasonal fruits. So, I can't always go to the store and find, nice red organic beets or the organic pomegranates, So, and even if they are in your store every day, we're not eating them every day. So this is one way to know that we are getting all the benefits of these super high antioxidant fruits on a daily basis. Trying to think if I had other questions.
Yeah, see if we have any other questions coming in.
When's your favorite time to take it personally?
I prefer pre-workout.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, going back to that idea that it could potentially increase exercise performance and output by 5%, it's a big number. And before working out, the dietary nitrates can, again, kind of increase that blood flow, increase the pump, and increase your efficiency, which is kind of cool. It's possible, it's been studied and shown too. It's maybe not just circulation alone, but also oxygen management so that your tissues don't fatigue so quickly as well.
Which is huge with exercise.
Sure.
Yeah. And this is price. This is only $18 for members and $29.95 for non-members. Prior to us starting LiveGood and creating this amazing product, I was spending $99 a month on a red powder. Okay, kind of scary. But I know the importance of it. So, I kind of just swallowed it, the $99, and I did it. So, what made a big goal was to come out with such an amazing, better product for obviously a price that everybody can afford. This can be mixed with other powders as well of ours. Just to give an example, you can mix the reds and greens together. Sometimes I do that if I'm in a pinch. I'll mix it with my protein powder. I will also, my favorite in the afternoon when I drink it after lunch is I mix it with my second dose of my essential aminos.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it goes well with everything, and there's no excuse why you can't take a small little scoop of this every day. I actually have an opened one over here,
Oh, nice.
so we can
Mix it
just
up.
see.
Yeah, it mixes really well with water. You'll notice since it's
So-
organics too, it'll settle to the
Nice
bottom, so you
water.
want to kind of keep stirring it.
Yeah, so I kind of just do it. I keep my spoon in it while I'm drinking it because like Ryan said, you kind of just want to keep stirring it because some of the product does it's delicious, great pick me up, smells delightful.
Mhm. Yeah, it kind of has like a little bit of a light raspberry smell taste to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great
it's very good. All right, see what other questions are coming in.
Okay, question about, is this product something that you should be taking with high blood pressure? Can this help high blood pressure?
Good question. Yeah, there should be no conflict with that whatsoever. I think the dietary nitrates, again, they're part of the diet anyway. If you're eating beets and pomegranates every single day and grapeseed extract, but it's nice to inform your physician. They're probably going to want to know, why is your blood pressure, possibly improving, right? I mean, there's some things that might be going on there. But yeah, bring it to your doc, let them see it, let them take a look at the label. He'd probably be in love with it and recommend it for all his patients.
For sure. And how about any medication interactions? Like
No, whole food source, right?
Right.
Yeah, and that's what you kind of said. When we had a question about, can children take it as well? And it's like, I always kind of hesitate in that, but my 8-year-old and 10-year-old love it. They drink it all the time, but it's whole food based. And so I don't have a problem with children. If they like it, let them have it.
Yeah, it's a really great thing to see our daughters
Yeah.
asking for this, drinking it. We traveled
Yeah.
about a week ago, and our 10-year-old was like, "You've got to bring a bottle of
Yeah.
Super Reds." I'm like, "Don't worry."
Yeah.
So it's just really easy. Anytime we travel, I throw this in, and sometimes I'll even take my scoops out and I'll mix the greens and reds all in here. So I'll just take 2 scoops out of 1 container a day. So
yeah,
no excuses to go without your Super Reds. Again, $18 for members, $29.95 for non-members.
Yeah. Yeah. And just to summarize again, aronia berry, hawthorn berry, pomegranate, grapeseed extract, and beet. And of course, you have the other cereal grasses as nitrate sources as well. A lot of antioxidants, also nitric oxide precursors. And now we all know what nitric oxide does, which is really a great product. And, you can see what happens when Big Pharma gets a hold of something great too. There's a lot of those drugs are used widely and very often too. So
sure. And again, USDA organic. So the certification label is on the back by the supplement facts. It's not on the front. I've had that question. How do I know it's organic? Here you go. Okay. As well as if you'll read our ingredients on the supplement facts, you'll see that it says proprietary blend, and it has the amount of proprietary blend, 6.3 grams. But we went a step further because we want full transparency, and we actually listed all the ingredients as well as the milligrams of each ingredient. Because a lot of times companies will just list the proprietary blend. They'll give you the ingredients, but they'll list the total amount. And you have no idea how much of each amount is in it. So maybe they could say apples were in it, and apples was, maybe the majority of it was apples, and then 10% of it was divided amongst the 5 other amazing, superfoods. We want to make sure everybody knows what we put in it and why, and it's in high enough amounts to actually make a difference.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up because I got an email the other day. Somebody sent me a label of another Reds product, and it was all proprietary blends. There was a fruit, a superfood blend breakdown. No idea how much of each ingredient was in the product, and it's like, I have to be honest, they look nice, but you have no idea what's in it.
Right.
So proprietary blends are a no-go for us.
So, or not listing the exact amount.
Yeah, exactly. We want full transparency on the label.
Right, because we can't compare ours to anything else without any of that information. So. Yeah. But again, our organic Super Reds.
Yeah, let's see.
More?
Yeah, we just went over it. Question came in about timing. Yep,
again,
timing.
Any time of day, but whatever works best for you. So again, Ryan likes to do his pre-workout. I like to do mine somewhere between like after lunch, early afternoon, give a little energy kick, quench kind of that thirst, but you can have it any time of day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, any questions that come in that you guys think of about our Super Reds, please feel free to email me, Lisa@livegood.com. Again, our LiveGood Organic super greens.
Yeah, I think we covered everything. I don't see any other questions. We'll wrap it up. It was about 15 minutes. That's good timing. All right, well, great. I think thanks for joining us on our first product highlight call here.
All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great day.
See ya.